welcome to my channel. So today I have a new Ulta Beauty palette. This is the Desert Skies palette, and this just recently launched, I believe. I just got it in the mail a few days ago, and I'm super excited to try it out today. I know they have a couple other color stories of their 12-pan palettes, but this one just really caught my eye, and I just had to order it, and I'm just loving what the color story looks like, and I'm super excited to test it out today. So the first shade I want to take is Sunlight right here, and it's just a nice little matte yellow shade. And this look is obviously going to be a bit more on the neutral side. As you saw, this is a pretty neutral palette, but I am definitely someone who loves neutrals, and just the color story of this one really caught my eye, especially for this shade, so I was super excited to use it in the look today. I love a nice matte yellow shade, which I've said so many times before in other videos, but it still holds true. I love a good matte yellow. And this one seems to be building up pretty nicely in my crease. I'm just using it on a pretty fluffy brush and just blending it through. Not trying to do anything too fancy with this look. I just kind of want to test out some of the shades in here and see how these palettes perform. The next shade I want to take is Deep Horizon, and that is the shade right next to the yellow that we just used. And I'm just going to use this to start deepening up my crease. Just adding in another shade. And these do look like they are blending nicely together, which is always good. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the yellow and just blend out the very top, just so we get some of that color back and make sure all of it is blended together. And now to really deepen this look up, I'm going to take the shade Dunes. This is the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm going to focus this one right in the outer corner and just work on building this up. Then I will go in and blend it out. And if you are wondering, there was a sheet in here that had the shade names, and I just taped it to the back. It's see-through, so I'm not really sure how well you will have been able to see that, but they don't have the shade names in the actual palette. It's just a little sheet that came with it, and I just taped mine to the back so that I have the names of them right there. This one does seem to be building up pretty nicely. I want to get as much depth from the shade as possible, so I'm just starting by just packing it down, and then I will, of course, go in and blend it with the other shades. I just wanted to deepen up this outer corner as much as possible before blending. All right, next we are going to test out some of the shimmers. So I'm going to take this one right here, and this one is called Landscape. And this is going to go right next to the outer corner matte shade. I just want to see how this works first on a dry brush and go from there. It's packing down a little bit, but I think I want to test it out with wetting the brush a little bit. So I just sprayed my brush a little bit, and then we will go in, and that just makes them stick so much nicer. And I'm bringing this shade kind of just in the center of the lid, leaving a small portion open on the inner half for a different shade. So next I'm going to take Mirage, which is right next to the shade we just used. And once again, I'm going to spray my brush with this one, just so we get the full impact of the shade. We are just going to pack this one right in the inner portion of the lid and tap it over to blend with the shade that we have already on the lid. Now that I've sprayed my brush, these shades are super pretty. You can just see the shine on the lid. I love it. All right, then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that dark brown shade and just tap this over the outer corner just to add back some of that depth that we lost and blend these shades with the outer corner. Right now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a mix of the Sunlight shade and the shade up here called Afterglow, just to add a little bit to the lower lash line but not get super dark or pigmented. I just want a little wash of color. It's typically how I like to do my lower lash lines, unless I'm going for a more dramatic look. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade Illumination right here and just pop that right in the inner corner to brighten. And this is a beautiful inner corner shade. So that will complete this look. I am going to go add some mascara and I will be right back. Alright, so here is the final look. And for this look, I used my Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus mascara. So I am so happy with how this look turned out. I feel like this palette is going to be just a super easy one to use for everyday looks, and I am super excited about it. Let me know what you think of this look and what you think of this palette down below. If this one isn't your favorite color story, be sure to still check on Ulta's website because, like I said, they do have a couple different color stories of this same type of palette. So be sure to check those out if you are interested. Let me know what else you would like to see from me, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And with that, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!